that's so good. This is so cute. Hello everybody, my name is Jasmine and I'm so excited to be focusing today's episode on the sandwich. First up on our list is a Japanese Sando, and then we are moving on to a Vietnamese Bánh Mì, and finally we'll end off our little sandwich tour with a Sabich Sandwich from Israel. I'm so excited to learn how to make these dishes and of course, come back here for the taste test. Let's go.
I feel like I've been seeing this lovely sandwich all over the internet recently, so I figured I'd try my hand at making it. The origins of the Japanese fruit sandwich come in the form of two stories. The first is the idea that the sandwich originated in the late 1860s in a Tokyo Simbakiya, which means fruit parlor. The second theory suggests that the sandwich got its start in cafes around Kyoto that added this sweet treat to their menus. Wherever the true origin lies, all I can say is the pairing of sweet cream and fruit layered in between bread is a beautifully tasty creation that must be shared. The ideal bread for this sandwich is a soft Japanese milk bread called shokupan. The key to this sandwich is to chill the finished product before serving so all of the filling of fresh fruit and whipped cream comes together nicely. I love that seasonal fruits can be used for this sandwich. For today's dish, we are using strawberries, oranges, and kiwis. Laying out the fruit in a symmetrical manner will yield a beautiful final product once cut. Since this is my first time making the sandwich, I was able to see what fruit I enjoy and don't enjoy, so that when I make this delicacy again, I know exactly what I would do differently. All in all, this sandwich is really fun to make. Though I struggled a bit at the beginning with the wrong ingredients, I even had to go to the store to get the right items mid-filming and made a huge mess. I cannot wait to make this again.
Can you believe that this is actually my life? This is so cute. And I can't believe I made it. I'm just blown away. All right, bread, whipped cream with sugar, and strawberries. What could get better than this? Let's give it a try. This is good. This is really good. I mean, I was gonna say surprisingly good, but I mean, I literally just put whipped cream in between two pieces of white bread with strawberries. I mean, So what I'll say about this sandwich is I made a bunch of different kinds. So I've got one with kiwis and then mandarin oranges. Plain strawberry is absolutely delicious, but I think I'd like to make this again using different bread because I don't think I used the correct bread. But I mean, I get the gist. I do think it could be better with like soft brioche, fluffy bread. The idea about making a fruit sandwich or sando is brilliant. And then, I mean, the fact that it's just so popular makes a lot of sense. I've been wanting to make one of these since I first saw pictures of it. I'm gonna save this for dessert for later today.
As I researched sandwich options for today's video, I came across the Bombi from Vietnam. This dish is intriguing because it appears to be a typical submarine-style sandwich on French bread. This sandwich is essentially street food that can be rustled up as one is perusing the streets of Vietnamese cities looking for a quick bite to eat. Thought of a dish like this coming from street food fare is exciting because I believe you can really get a sense of a place and its people just by trying food handmade by local vendors. Let's get into the history. The Bánh Mì has origins rooted in French colonialism. Yes, food history can start out a little dark. After the 1954 French defeat in a northwestern city in Vietnam, Dien Bien Phu, the Bánh Mì sandwich was said to have been created. Previously, bread was eaten by Vietnamese similar to the way French consumed it, with a platter of cold cuts, a variety of cheeses, and butter. It's important to note that these ingredients were not accessible to all, so the French way of eating bread was a bit of a luxury. When the French left the country, Southern Vietnamese adapted French-style dishes and included local ingredients. Because meat was more expensive, fresh vegetables replaced expensive cold cuts and became a dish that was more affordable for everyone. To add to the richness of flavor, I am using pork tenderloin to be marinated in the signature flavors of hoisin sauce, rice vinegar, garlic, and fish sauce. The term bánh mì refers to a Vietnamese-style baguette or simply bread made with wheat or rice flour. Today, I am using a whole wheat sandwich roll to give the sandwich a hearty taste. I find that marinating the meat for 30 minutes or more gives it more flavor and tenderness. I'm also pickling fresh carrots and radishes that will be added to the final product. I cannot wait to visit Vietnam one day to learn more about its history and, of course, taste an authentic bánh mì sandwich.
All right, so this is the Vietnamese bánh mì, and I'm really excited to try this because I have not had pork in a really long time. So I brought a fork as well, but I think what I need to do is just get straight into it and bite the whole thing. The bread is toasted and crispy, and I probably could have cut this into two as well. It's just gigantic. Okay, let's go. Wow. Wow. This is like bursting with texture and flavor. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Let's try another bite. It's like trying to burst out of the seams. It's got a sweet, kind of smoky flavor. That rice wine vinegar really kind of like texturized the meat. Just like tender, really juicy. Wow. I initially sliced it, but then I thought my slices were gonna be way too big. And I did go through and thinly slice the pork. And I think that made a world of difference. I would never have thought to put carrots in a sandwich, but fantastic. So I do have one more sandwich to try, so I can't finish all of this, at least not yet. So I'm gonna go get the other one and I'll be right back.
In the 1940s and 1950s, Iraqi Jews fled to Israel. In doing this, they brought with them traditional foods that were eaten on the Sabbath. They then decided to take these ingredients and add them to flatbread and pita bread as a way to sell a unique version of fast food in open-air stalls. Like many food histories, the Sabich has two possible origin stories detailing how the sandwich got its name. One story suggests that the Sabich is named after an Iraqi immigrant to Israel named Sabich. Others argue that the sandwich is an acronym for its veggie fillings. Get this, even the tasty mango chutney this sandwich is topped with has a story too. According to Savor, since medieval times, Iraqi Jewish traders maintained close business and personal relationships with India. After a few centuries and many migration patterns later, this condiment has made its way into the Sabich sandwich. Today, I am topping my Sabich with eggplant, a sliced hard-boiled egg, hummus, tahini sauce, Israeli salad, and amba, which is the mango sauce. I'm using Mediterranean flatbread, but most modern recipes call for traditional pita bread. I can't wait to try this sandwich.
All right, we're here with our third sandwich. This one is bursting with so much stuff. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look at it. Oh. Ooh, that's so good. The sandwich is really interesting because if you saw, there were like 5 to 6 different components that went into this, and I made them all myself. I think what's really getting me right now is this mango chutney kind of salsa jelly situation that I made. And it's got this ingredient called sumbak. All right, I was even saying it incorrectly. It's called sumac. And it's labeled as bright and tart. And it's literally, let me read it for you. Sumac and berries and salt. So this is what I used as the star ingredient in this jelly that I made. And I can taste this so much and it's so good. I'd love to know if you use sumac and if that's how you say it, first of all. If you use this in your cuisines, what other dishes can I use this in? Because I'd love to make more things with this luscious ingredient. Back to this sandwich. This probably could have been cut in half as well. Okay, let's get some of that eggplant. One thing I'll say about the dishes that I made in today's video is that they do require advanced preparation, and I did not know that. You wanna make sure you have at least an hour to a day for each of these dishes because you wanna at least, like marinate the pork, be able to put together your little mango chutney that you'll make for this sandwich, your tzatziki sauce, all of that. Everything has little individual components that you do need to make. Even that Japanese sando had some elements that needed to be made properly, which I did not do at first. And then, of course, chilled and all of that stuff too. So take some advanced preparation so that everything comes out the way that it's supposed to. I'm rambling on way too much, and I have a lot of other things that I still need to eat today. So I'm gonna bid you farewell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.